arrives at your house, you can still keep it simple if you do some work ahead of time. And here to show us how, please welcome our chef, Randy Feltis. He's got it all together all the time. You're making a salmon Wellington. So most of us know a beef Wellington, and that's good, right? That's
pretty
a good party starter.
Sure.
Salmon, you just took it up a notch.
Anything with the pastry, right? It really works out. And I feel like that people don't eat enough fish, and fish is good for you, the omega-3s and that kind of thing, right?
Absolutely.
So you need to eat more fish and be a little creative with it. And I just feel like salmon and like leeks and that kind of thing, and then buttery pastry is just like, oh my God.
So
I can hear the Pinot Grigio screaming my name from the cellar, right? It's like, I got to get some of that. And this dish is actually perfect because it's awesome if it's hot.
Yes.
And it's actually even better if it's like an hour later.
Good.
So if your guests arrive late, right, you're like, no problem at all. You sit around and you can still have it at room temperature.
That's good.
So it's great for lunch or like that. So let's get started.
Okay.
We've got a beautiful side of salmon here.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
I've got a little bit, make sure your fishmonger actually takes the skin off and takes the pin bones out.
Okay.
I mean, you can do it at home, but why would you? Just tell them to do it.
It's annoying.
Right, it is annoying. And then I've got some sauteed leeks with garlic and spinach.
Ooh.
Right, and I mean, this is really the wonderful thing here. Let's be brutally honest, right? Because there's just something about a little bit of olive oil and garlic and leeks that really gets me excited. And then to bring it up just a little bit more, some fresh thyme.
Okay, so that doesn't take long to do, the sauteing.
No, and what you want to do is you want to do it ahead of time because you don't want it to be hot, number one, because the pastry's not going to like that.
Right.
And then you just kind of want to collect the moisture at the bottom and kind of remove that because you don't want it to be too wet.
Nice.
So Tracy, I need you to help me out here.
Uh-oh.
Got a paintbrush here?
Yes.
You need to paint the picture. So all the pastry around. I just want to make a little side note here. I do have a little bit of parchment paper underneath.
Smart.
Right? You're going to see why later on.
You've done this before.
Yeah, well, you know, the first one didn't work out that so well. No, I'm joking. This is the first one. We're going to find out how well it works out. Okay. And then you just get some puff pastry. You want to make your own, fill your boots. It's labor intensive. The butter's expensive. You can buy it from the grocery store like I did.
That was a good little ad there.
Right,
Don't make
it at home. Nobody in a pastry chefs buy it in. They'll tell you they don't, but they're lying. I've got nothing to hide. So there we go. So all you do is you just kind of roll that out, and you kind of what you're doing here is making a giant ravioli.
Okay. Right? That's one way to look at it.
Bring it over like this.
That's smart.
We ready?
Yeah, I painted it.
Oh, Tracy, nice job.
I feel like I did a good job.
No, you did a very good job.
Okay,
That's very impressive.
Excellent.
Right? And then this just goes right down.
You put a nice little blanket over it.
That was like a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
Shocked yourself there, huh?
So if you want to do that side, what you want to do is just kind of push it down like you would a ravioli dough. Right?
I have crazy nails, so sorry.
What are you stabbing and trying to use the fingers?
I'm sorry. Okay,
you have crazy nails.
I was actually
it's going to hurt your nails a bit. Yeah, just kind of use there. And then we're just going to trim the excess, right?
Okay.
Like this.
That's the stuff you bake and then you just eat it.
That's right. Well, that has happened too. Don't kid yourself, right? And then so that comes off pretty simple. You want to make sure it's sealed. And I put some leeks underneath too. So what's going to happen here, and this is kind of like a safety thing and a foolproof thing so you don't overcook your salmon.
Yeah.
Because basically what we have worked out now is when the pastry gets baked and it gets golden and it smells buttery and it's all beautiful, then the leeks are going to get hot and they're going to start melting. That flavor's going into the salmon. And then finally the heat's going to hit the salmon.
Yes.
But not really hard, just kind of like soft and mellow. It's just going to be sitting there going, oh, those leeks are melting into me. That pastry, I'm surrounded by pastry. You can just imagine that feeling. Like,
there's a lot going on in there.
If I ever get cremated, I want to be cremated in puff pastry because this is really inspiring me. This is pretty crazy. It's a little bit more, right? I think they're with me.
Just tweet Randy Feltis about any of his colorful comments on the show.
Here
What's
we
your
are.
Twitter? At Chef Randy F?
At Chef Randy F, yeah.
Okay.
So then we're going to do some egg wash, right? And this is what makes it really, really kind of like shiny and beautiful.
That gives it the glaze, the beautiful glaze that we're going to see.
And then, serrated knife, we just need something for a little bit of air coming out. Okay? So we're going to do that, and then a little bit of sea salt. Ooh. I was getting excited, right? So we're going to pretend to put that in the oven, okay? So about 35 minutes, you're going to get that pastry golden. It's going to be beautiful. You're going to know, like it's going to scream, I'm done, because the pastry's done, and you know the salmon's going to be perfect. Okay. So in the meantime, we're going to work on a remoulade.
Nice.
You know
I just learned that during commercial break, and now I wanted to use it all the time.
Yeah, you want to say it. It's like that word you're like,
it's a remoulade. So tell them what. So this is what Randy told me it is. It's like a tartare.
It's a tartare,
right? So you would eat that with fish, but it's better because it's a remoulade.
Originally created for beef with horseradish, but then everyone's like, this is better with fish, so it's a remoulade. It's like I don't eat tartare sauce. No, I have a remoulade.
I have a remoulade.
So we've got aioli. Capers, gherkins. Make sure you buy the good capers and the good gherkins. Heavy on the mustard, spicy, grainy, Dijon.
That's
Get some
good
heat in there.
tangy flavors.
Things are gonna go a little sideways here. Yeah, I'm going radish just for like I want some texture. I want some pop in there.
I like it.
And then giant dill. None of this like chopped up crazy dill. And I knew everyone wanted the dill when I put the thyme in there. So here's where it comes in.
Okay, nice. So, a remoulade, do you, I remember I want to say it a million times.
I get it.
So for the remoulade, can you do this way in advance? Is this something you're doing while the guests are just coming through the door? Is this something that you can store for a while?
Depends if you want to show off. That would actually be better the next day.
Okay, all right.
All right.
I like to show off.
Now we're ready for the reveal?
Yes.
Oh.
Are we ready for the reveal?
Right? So now, that parchment paper, which one you just pull the parchment paper?
That worked beautifully.
Now I'm kind of freaked out, okay, because
it's perfect?
I hope so. I've been really talking about a big game here, so we're going to cut into this, and you can put this down like this, and then you can take it to the table, and then you get your knife. You ready?
You have to be confident as a chef, though, to bring that to the table, and you haven't even tested it yourself.
You know what?
It looks perfect. Drool-worthy. Mouth-watering. You want the plate?
You
got some parchment underneath there?
I got some parchment, but...
Here you go. There you go.
Wait.
Beautiful.
Get in there. Okay, we'll put that sideways. Oh,
gorgeous.
My stars.
Okay, so let me put this down so you can see what this looks like.
Put that down. That is...
It is a thing of beauty.
A thing of beauty. And then you're just going to take this
remoulade.
Remoulade right there.
Yes.
And then you finish it because it's just so simple. You take a lemon with a cheesecloth, you put that there. And then you just give it like the... Oh.
Love it.
My God.
Love it.